Hey everyone, this is the Hammered Airsoft Smith here. Now, a while back, a fellow airsofter and airsoft smith, LaZouche Custom Shop, you may have heard of him. He makes custom pistols, obviously, airsoft pistols. And a while back, he made the AMT Hardballer from the film Terminator 2 Judgment Day. It's a 1911 with a 7-inch slide and a mounted laser sight. The mount is off the left side of the pistol's frame and goes up and over the top of the slide. Now, he made the pistol and it came out amazing, but he never was able to make the post for it, for the mount. So I went about and did it myself because a while back I was very interested in making it because I've always been in 1911s and I am a Resident Evil fan. So in the game Resident Evil 4, Leon, the main character, he gets a 1911 with the same style laser mount. And the 1911 is codenamed Killer 7. But anyway, that's a different story, but it's cohesive because it's basically 1911s of the same laser mount is what I'm getting at. And I made one. It's a prototype, so don't judge me. So pretty much what I did here was I took a little piece of lumber and I shaped it down with a file and sanded it down with I think 150, or was it, no, it's 220 grade sandpaper. That's all I got, so I had to use that. As you see, I did split it twice on accident. I made a mistake here. I put the screw in the wrong side because I went about flipping it around the other side and it just screwed it up. That's all I really needed to know. And I Gorilla Glued it so it's as if nothing happened. But this screw hole can actually be used as a support. If I put a long enough screw in there, it could support the rail on this side. So it's really not all that bad. But my methods were rather unorthodox, barbaric, but the results, you can't really complain. How I made these screw holes, basically, let me just explain this. This obviously here is a grip. Okay, it's a replacement grip with an extend right here, just one big piece of wood, shaped specifically around a model 1911 A1. I used my Kimber as a guinea pig, I guess you can say. And I mounted this to it. But the Kimber, it failed with the Kimber because the Kimber's sights are too high. But nevertheless, this still works. Anyway, so I pretty much just took a large screw and forcefully screwed into, hand drilled into the wood here, 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 and here. Hence how it's split up here. It did split slightly down here, but it's not the point because, like I said, this is just a prototype and I can just glue over the cracks and then eventually I could sand it down, paint it, and lacquer it if I wish to keep it, which I probably will because I spent 6 hours on it in one day. So, but yeah, and so pretty much I just handmade everything on here. I had to, after I put the screw holes through and I measured it, I put it onto the frame as if I was going to put it on like a grip. And then the plunger tube, this thumb safety, and the slide stopper are all in the way. So I had to carve this whole section out for all three. But you will still need, depending on the thumb safety you're using, if it's extended, you're going to have to carve out a little more here around this area to make room for it. If it's a standard A1 1911 style thumb safety, it should clear it. It should be okay. But if you're making it out of wood like I did right here, using this as a template, you'll learn that anyway as you're doing it. I mean, it did take a lot of work, but really it's just an easy concept. It's just simply a grip, again, that's just extended upward with this cutout here. You also need to shave down enough in this section here to clear the slide, so the slide doesn't rub on it and you don't damage the paint or the finish on your slide. And it will slow down the recoil on the slide as the gun cycles. You also need to make sure this is up high enough to clear the sights. Like I said, for the Kimber, sights were too high on the Kimber, so I had to put an A1 slide on the Kimber frame to test this out. And it clears standard A1 mil-spec sights. As you can tell, simply, I just put a screw. There's a washer here. The screw just sits right onto the rail there, and a bolt or a nut holds it on just by force. I just held it there in place and tightened it, and it's on there by force, and it's very, very sturdy. This whole thing is actually very sturdy. The rail is plastic. I advise you, if you're going to do this method, or use this as a template or whatever, you use a plastic rail, because a metal one would be heavy, and after firing the gun, the recoil vibration will probably knock the heavy rail down. So that is pretty much it. I mean, it's just the same as making your own grips for your 1911 pistol, but just having it longer up higher and making sure it's able to clear everything. So the rest of that is pretty much up to you and your pistol. I mean, the AMT Hardballer, I know it has higher sights. I think it's got, I could be totally wrong, I'm not good with my sight terminology. I think they're like, they're not, I don't think they're Heine sights. No, they're not. They're bow mount or something like that. Hey, it's shot in the dark. So, but they're definitely higher up. They're kind of like the Browning High Powers or something like that kind of sights. Not the adjustable ones like a Mauser, but the other ones. And the front sight, the foresight, is actually up kind of high. So obviously this will not work on there. But yeah, as I'm saying, like what I'm trying to say is you just adjust accordingly. Maybe get a longer, like a higher up, a longer piece of wood or whatever to fit your pistol. So there's that. Hopefully this was any help. I really hope it is, because it would be really nice to see LaZouche Custom Shop be able to put a laser mount, although it's not very practical having this kind of laser mount. But it'd be nice for him to make one and actually have it on there, because then that would really complete and set off the pistol. By the way, this flashlight here isn't anything really that special, but it's the only one I got and it works. It's a tactical light. You just press the button in the back, you can just hold it, it turns on. Nothing special, but yep. So alright. Again, yeah, I really hope that this is some help. Alright everyone, thanks a lot for watching. Stay tuned for other videos. Alright, have a good one.